Good work out of the bullpen by Carson Cupo. His day is done before the top of the sixth. Sanford goes back to the pen and gets a southpaw. This time it's number 12, Billy Krieger. The 6'2 sophomore from just outside of Nashville in Franklin, Tennessee. He's going to make appearance number 5 on the year. As you get a look at the numbers for Krieger so far in this year, 3 innings of work, 3 strikeouts to just 1 walk. And Alex Krieger, a guy that Sanford hopes takes another step forward in his sophomore campaign as they try to solidify some of their arms out of the bullpen.
And Blake, to your point, in the Southern Conference League, especially having a quality left-handed arm to come out of the bullpen and to throw meaningful innings in conference games and late in the year and tournament play is unbelievably valuable, and it's something that Coach Dunn knows is a premium and knows that Billy Krieger could provide this ball club a lot of value if he could, like you said, take a step or two forward this year in 2019.
Top of the sixth, 5, 6, and 7 doing for Alabama State. It starts with Santiago Garcia, who takes outside. It'll be righty, lefty, righty against the southpaw Krieger, who appeared once this past weekend against Georgia State. Retired the only batter he saw. His longest outing this year was against South Florida on the first weekend of the season, ending in 2/3 of baseball. 1-1 is in the dirt. Alex, to your point, last year, Sanford won the Southern Conference Tournament Championship, made it to the NCAA tournament on the backs of the best ERA in the SoCon by nearly a full run. So far, their team ERA at 4.27. As Krieger has Garcia behind, it's 2-2.
And Blake, to your point, the marginal difference there is actually very impressive. To be a full run ahead of the rest of the league is something that may have not been seen in a long time.
Krieger just misses the outside corner to run the count full. Southern Conference, not a league known for its arms. It's certainly known for its bats and its hitter-friendly parks. Payoff pitch from Krieger off the end of the bat towards second. Garris is there and makes the play for out number 1.
And Blake, that's a ball off the bat that had a lot of English trickling side to side there as it was cut off the cap of the bat. May need to get that ball checked out, but I was really worried that Taylor Garris was going to get a funky hop off a cleat mark there as that ball was spinning sideways.
Good news for second baseman, at least. You got some time. It's the benefit of playing on the right side of the infield. The throw is a little bit shorter. Here's Chris Lewis, who fights one off the fist foul. Lewis 0 for 1 today. Struck out swinging back in the second and then wore one off the elbow in the fourth.
And opens this at bat with a very uncomfortable swing as if he didn't quite see Billy very well there in this lefty-on-left matchup.
And anything off the fist is going to hurt on a night like this. You can see him trying to rub the hands a little bit. It's just been a painful evening for Chris Lewis to this point.
It has, and I'm surprised that Billy Krieger threw a curveball coming off that first pitch, first swing.
Back-to-back breaking balls.
As Lewis didn't have much confidence in that first cut.
Lefty on 2-1, and Lewis checked his swing. Don't think it mattered. It was a strike either way.
And to my point, Blake, there again, he was not very comfortable in this matchup, and it's extremely evident.
2 uncomfortable swings on fastballs in. Let's see if Krieger goes back in. He does it on 2-2. It's another breaking ball that misses. Lewis trying to find himself aboard as Alabama State's first base runner here in the 6th. Payoff pitch from Krieger. Misses inside, ball 4, and Lewis is aboard for the second time today.
You like to see Billy rear back and cut it loose there 3-2 after missing with 3 curveballs, but just misses arm side on the inside part of the plate there as the runner moves to first base.
Been a tough day at the plate for Hunter May as he gets his first look at Krieger. First pitch swinging, fouls this one out. Mayo for 2 with a couple of backwards Ks. Alabama State trails by 5. They've scored only once in a frame. They scored 2 runs back in the 4th. They've been blanked in their other 5 innings. Sanford scored 4 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th, and a 1 in the 5th, and Hunter May was made to look foolish there. It's 0-2.
Very impressive back foot slider there by Billy Krieger in the 0-1 count.
On 0-2, another breaking ball. This time May is able to check himself.
And although Billy got ahead here, he seems to be getting a little fine with his off-speed stuff. You know, sometimes you don't necessarily have to pinpoint it and put it perfectly. You just have to execute in a small window, not necessarily put it through the window.
Krieger still out in front, a ball and 2 strikes. Lewis a short lead over at first. Another slider, and he did go around, says home plate umpire Marlon Reynolds. And May is down on strikes for the 3rd time.
And as you can see on the replay, good call by home plate umpire Marlon Reynolds.
May didn't like it. Neither did a couple of the members of the Alabama State dugout. But it is out number 2 with a runner aboard at first. Here's Christopher de Guzman once more. Lewis running first pitch right back to the mound, and a great play by Krieger. That ends the inning. A couple of ground balls and a strikeout for the Southpaw. Hornets leave 1 aboard in the top of the 6th. Sanford coming to bat on the other side of a quick break.